Hello PMP, today I bring you an OU match against BrEaKeRs. You might be thinking, OU, what's this? OU sucks, so unoriginal. Well, I have what I think might be like about 1, 2 maybe original sets on this team. So you might enjoy it. So so here it starts with a Skarmory who is unmoving. He's just frozen there. Which is annoying. So I set up my Stealth Rocks first turn. He goes for an Icy Wind, don't know why. Then he goes for a taunt. I predict that like a bus and go for a Drill Peck, which is like awesome. And then he switches into Suicune, which is he wants to go for the Hidden Power Electric, I presume. You know, but since I'm a specially defensive Skarmory, well, it's not going to do that much. So I go for a Drill Peck, which is funny because Hidden Power Electric Super Fight only does 37%, which means if it wasn't super effective at all, it would probably moves with 70 base power coming from Suicune would only be doing like around 18%, which is pretty pathetic. Anyways, I using my Snorlax to pretty much counter this thing because I got the stockpile, so Stock Belly Snorlax, which I never see anymore. Anyways, because Stock Belly Snorlax is really good. So, and before this, Stock Belly Snorlax like totally owned. I was like versing a 74 turn match. Basically, I only had Snorlax left, and this guy had a Gengar, but none of us could hit each other because he only had Shadow Ball, and I only had Body Slam. So we both like were stuck, and then I ran out of Body Slams. I went for a +4 struggle to take him out, which is like so funny. But I forgot to save that log, so we can't show you that. This is a different one. So now I go for Belly Drum, max out my attack, and see how much this Ice Beam does. And I probably should not have gone for rest and should have just taken him out because after another Calm Mind, his two Hydro Pumps from this thing will take me down to about the same as where I was before. And I also risk the chance of being critted. Though actually my luck's not that bad, so, you know, being critted isn't that bad. So he goes for a Hydro Pump again. I wake up, and now I'm going to go for Body Slam. One hit KO this thing. Oh my god, Snorlax is such a beast. So I switch into this Gengar. I know I can take a Focus Blast at +3. I take it like extremely well, especially since it's a Gengar. And now I just go for rest, heal up all that damage, switch out into my Ezelf. Resting can resist the Focus Blast, but he sees that goes for taunt, and I thought I was faster than this thing. Though I guess that's what happens when you're modest and not not Scarf timid. So now I switch to my Blissey, and no one ever expects Psychic on a Blissey. Like seriously, this is a freaking choice specs Blissey. It's the best. People always taunt it or whatever, and it just takes those taunts and like kills them off. It's like awesome. Anyways, I switched to my Gliscor, seeing the obvious close combat, which is obvious. And I hate Poison Heal Gliscors. It's just, I would rather have the immediate 50% heal than just the like 12.5% from the poison. Which is, I just think that's pathetic. So now he goes for Leaf Seed, predicting a switch, I guess. Because most Gliscors actually have Acrobatics, so I don't know why he stays in. He's not fearing it, I guess. Seeing I don't have the Toxic Orb, he probably thinks I'm not a standard 5th Gen 1. I'm actually 4th Gen 1 with Swords Dance, with bulky. Really bulky on this thing. I have X-Scissor for some reason. It's just really weird. And I thought I could take another Seed Flare, but apparently I don't, so Gliscor bites the dust. So now I switch to my Blissey, knowing he can't take me, and I have the Fire Blast. Boom! One hit KOs this Shaman. Well, it was at 73% health, but whatever, it was still good. So now I switch out my Blissey, and he probably thinks it's choice specs by now. But he goes with Hidden Power Fighting, I presume. I don't know why be fighting. Probably wouldn't be. It's probably not fighting. He goes another Hidden Power as I just go for the Roost. I guess he thought something else. And I'm still landed, and now he goes with Hidden Power, thinking that probably thinking the Roost would still make me pure Steel type. Pure Steel type. Then I wonder why he didn't go for the close combat then. Anyways, because seeing how much that Hidden Power Electric did to me, he probably should figure out that I'm especially offensive by now. Anyways, I go for a Drill Peck, not to overpredict. He goes for Fire Blast, he misses, which is awesome, and then he goes for Earth Power. And my Snorlax is just like, whatever. You suck. And then he goes for Earth Power, crits me, gets a special defense drop. Snorlax is like, whatever, you suck. He just stays there like a big Chinese panda and wakes up and goes for the stockpile because now he's going to be a boss and take that Earth Power like a beast and rest up. Yes, that is the power of the Stockbelly Snorlax. My god. That's, you take Earth powers coming from 135 base special attack. Oh my god, you're so awesome, Snorlax. And Stealth Fox takes out the Infernape, which is like, yes! And now my Snorlax is just like Garfield sitting there doing nothing. He goes for Bullet Punch, I don't know why. Would have gone for the Meteor Mash if I were him. And then I go another stockpile. He's just like, oh poo. And I'm just like, ha 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 ha. And then he goes for another Bullet Punch. I don't know why again. It's kind of strange. I go for third stockpile. So he just like, whatever. And then no, we go for the belly drum. After that Bullet Punch freaking does 6 damage to me. Well, 6%. That's coming from 135 base attacks. Like, seriously. I have no defense investment at all. And he goes for the freaking explosion and only does 24%. Oh my gosh, Snorlax, I love you. And it's like, wow, that is poo. Because I'm like, very child friendly. And I do not swear. Yeah. Or maybe I did, I don't remember. Anyways. So now he goes for Earth Power, gets a special defense drop again. Which is just annoying. So basically now I have no special defense, but he still only does 21% with the Earth Power. I wake up, Body Slam, it's resisted, and takes him out 63% health. Which means I would have done like overkill 120% if it worked. Which is awesome. And yeah, that's the match. Snorlax is a beast, I tell you. Yes.